Hello, my name is Millicent Black. I am a Doctor of Ministry student at United Theological Seminary, and my doctoral thesis is on when women suffer in silence from domestic abuse, a journey to healing, recovery, and restoration. I want to talk just a few minutes about the ramifications of, or the looks of, or the faces of domestic violence when it's done with weapons that cannot be seen, when it can be done from a distance. This is a body scan, and that's my body, and all of the places that you see on there are places where electronic devices have been placed so that I could be beaten from afar. They call it at a distance technology. These are the wounds that you can receive from such a weapon. Those weapons can be computer controlled. The rays can come from satellites and do. These are wounds that many women can never explain, so they don't report it. These are wounds that can be and is being inflicted by men who hate women, also called misogynists. Other ways that women can be victimized by what's considered to be electronic harassment is by hearing someone talking to you. The same kind of technology is used. In fact, cell phone towers can be used to assault. I was told by a federal investigator that these are considered to be, or they are reported to be crimes that the victim has committed, when actually the victim is being framed for a crime. The reason the victim is being framed is so that person can be abused, misused, misunderstood, and if possible and if necessary, labeled as mentally ill. However, let me assure you that the police department knows about these crimes that are being committed. The good thing about that is that not all police officers are part of the criminal element of our government. Many of them don't like what's happening, and some of them will tell you what to do. In fact, some told me what to do. One told me to get a sleep study done. That sleep study shows the presence of electromagnetic or radio frequencies being transmitted to your brain during times of sleep. That's when hypnosis takes place. My first sleep study showed that I was being aroused 24 times an hour. The last time I slept all night was about 2002. One of the ways that I can also tell what's happening in my body is by what's called an Osiris scan. That's a biofeedback scan done by computer. The same kind of computer that can be used to assault us in some of the most heinous, cruel, and evil domestic violence crimes that can be committed. This shows you that I have indeed had a psychological evaluation. This psychologist wrote in her report that she is not hallucinating, she is not delusional, she is not paranoid, and she is not dissociative. In fact, her claims of being stalked is credible. So you see, even though they try to make us look crazy, when you can tell the right person the right information, they will verify the fact that you are indeed telling the truth. Where do we go for help? Who will listen to us? Who will help us? I've turned to many different places, including the police department. I've called 911. I've gone to the Tennessee State Legislature. I have contacted the Federal Bureau of Investigation. I was told by them, I was asked, did you agree? The did you agree was to mean, did you agree to be an experiment? I said, no. He said, well, we know whose chips are on. This was 2008. 2011, a police officer stood on my front porch and told me, did that accident that you was in lead to surgery? They put chips in you when you go to surgery. So you see, there are many ways that we can be set up to be victimized. Most of us are women. 75%, in fact, of us are women. Unfortunately, our children sometimes become victims as well. Help me to stop the silence. Help me to to empower others to speak against violence. Thank you.